Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Monday, February 26th, 2018. Well, folks, in today's video, I want to go over 5 stocks that are nearing major short levels, ones that I will be taking for sure based on the chart setups, based on the PPT methodology that has worked so well. And just to give you a sense here, folks, the last month has been unbelievable for us at InTheMoneyStocks.com. I myself have closed out 21 straight winning swing trades. The latest today was Veritone, VERI. They report earnings after the bell. The stock has run up. I took almost a 12% profit in basically 2 days there on that stock. And again, that is just another in a long list of great swing trades. And the reason why the swing trading market right now is so good is because there's volatility. The VIX has gone from being at 10 or below to probably averaging about 20 over the last 2 to 3 weeks. And again, that's night and day. I mean, from 9 to 10 to 20, I mean, it's huge. And the volatility means the swings in stocks, as you can see on Apple here, I mean, these type of swings become normalized. And when that happens, you get great swing trading opportunities where you can short a stock like Apple or go long a stock like Apple at the right levels, like going long right here. Look at the size of the bounce in 2 weeks, and then shorting right up here. Look at the collapse. And then the idea here is, and just to start in with these swing trade levels on these short plays, these 5 short plays, very simply put, you have a major double top and all-time high approaching on Apple. Now, there were a lot of investors who bought up in this range, and then they weathered the ugly collapse to the downside. The reason why double tops work like this is because those investors are shell-shocked. As soon as they get back to break even, they're going to end up selling. Plus, you have normal just selling and shorting going on at a double top based on the psychology of knowing double tops. This will be a good level. So right at the 180 level, if you can hit that tomorrow, I think it's a great swing trade. I have a little short already. I'm going to be adding at that 180 level, and it is a beautiful opportunity. All right, let's take a look at the next one on my list here, folks. Let's go right into Netflix. Now, Netflix is at new all-time highs today, so most investors would be kind of like, all right, well, where the heck do you short? I mean, what do you end up doing here? And the answer comes in knowing valuation. So you have to do a little valuation analysis, and then also knowing even numbers and key trend lines. So what you can do here, folks, is put a trend line right here. All right, see the previous pivot right there connected to this pivot? So you're not quite there yet, as you can see, but this line happens to coincide with 300, the even number of 300, which those of us that know PPT methodology know that 300 is also a major even number. So what I'm basically projecting here and where I'm going to short this is when it pierces 300 in the coming days, there are multiple factors signaling that's going to be a pullback level. And again, when I say pullback, in this environment, we're not talking just a few dollars. I mean, we're talking about a good, solid swing trade. Ultimately, I expect Netflix to easily trade down in the next selling in the market, the next wave of selling that I expect to come in later this week. You should trade down to this gap fill, which is actually all the way down to about $230. So, I mean, if you short it at 300, if it does hit 300 and we get a short off, I mean, you could be looking at $70 downside, huge downside opportunities. Now, granted, it'll take a little time for it to get down there, a couple months maybe, but ultimately it will do it, folks. Mark my words. All right, next swing trade I want to give to you guys is Apple. We talked about Apple, 3M. 3M's the next one on the list. This is a beauty, folks. It is starting to catapult to the upside. We were smart enough to cover our short right here at the 200, and we actually flipped it into a long. We rode this long up beautifully right up into this range. Now it's going a little bit higher. There's a huge former pivot right here. So see this former pivot high? Put a trend line right there, and you notice that it coincides with a gap fill right here as well at 245. That is your short level, folks. That is a humongous level. Also, look at the consolidation pivot lows right here on all these candles. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's telling you there's resistance there when you go up and hit that underbelly. So 245 is a great, I repeat, great short swing trade level on 3M. Next up, let's take a look at Google. Google, I gave this level a couple weeks ago already when we were down here. I said this is where it's going to go. I'm going to mark my words that it should get there. If it gets to this level here, this gap fill near the pivot top with a topping tail right there, and that level happens to be right around 1181, that is a humongous shorting opportunity. Now, today it's pulling back, and it's almost flat on the day after being up. But again, you can understand that considering there's a gap window resistance right here as well. So you do have a little resistance here, but again, ultimately, if this stock continues up, that's your bogey level. That is your short level. That is the high reward, low risk level. You can even keep a tight stop on it. Any close above this high, you just stop out. So it's a very, very tight stop trade if it gets up there. All right, lastly, folks, my last of my 5 trading opportunities here that I want to give to you guys is Intel. Intel is a beauty. If we take a look at the chart here, you had this big collapse from over $50. Notice how it pierced the even number. We talked about the even number on Netflix. $50 even number right there. Boom. And then look at the decline that occurred right there. So that's a beauty. You're trading up here. Anything back to the $50 level is a hard short. And again, basically any pierce. And we're up $1 today. I mean, you go up $1.25 tomorrow, you're right there. So really in the next couple days, you could be at this shortable level. I will be pulling the trigger there myself. That is an amazing shorting opportunity. Again, all these buyers up here that bought on this day or even the previous couple days right around here, they're going to be getting out of the stock. There's going to be a ton of resistance there. And ultimately, I think, stocks like this, Google, even Amazon should pull back. Apple should pull back. You're actually going to see the Qs start to take to the downside pretty quick here, probably by Wednesday of this week, maybe even as early as tomorrow, based on what I'm seeing in the markets and in some of these charts if they reach their key levels. But ultimately, get ready for another little bit of a dip on the markets. We'll have to see how deep this one is. It should still be pretty violent, but I don't know if we'll get back to those previous lows. Down the line, we for sure will take those lows out. Just in the very short term over the next week or so, I don't know if we will. We'll have to see. But ultimately, you'll still make a boatload out of some of these shorts here. And again, hopefully they hit their target levels and we can engage to the downside. And again, just to give you an idea here, folks, I mean, this is very, very simple. I really like going over this because I think it's so important for people to see. I mean, you watch this video and you say, okay, well, he makes sense, or I understand it, and, kind of get it because it's a little bit of technicals. But really what I want to show you here, folks, is simply put, just take a look here at the track record. And again, let me just minimize it right here, and we can bring it over here so you can see it. Here's the Research Center track record, and that's what you really want to join, folks, if you're a swing trader. You could also do the options alerts. By the way, those are under here. You have the Research Center here, 7-day free trial options alerts right here. But this is just 2018, folks. I mean, look at this already. Today I closed out that very VERI right here. We bought it on the 22nd, which was, I believe, last Thursday. We sold it Monday morning here. 12% gain, basically. Look at all these winning trades. And there are a couple losses under there. I'll never tell you I'm perfect by any stretch, not even close. But here's your 21 streak in a row. And again, I believe we're positioned to put another 21 streak win side to the upside there of profits coming up as well. So really good stuff here, folks. And again, this is where it's at. I can't stress it enough. The market is ripe for this type of swing trading, this type of trading and investing. And basically, swing trading, for those of you that don't know, is buying and holding for a couple days to a couple weeks generally. That's what we look to do, and we look to take large gains on quick moves in the market. And ultimately, as you can see, we can maximize. I mean, someone who's buying and holding a lot of these stocks are flat on the year at this point from where they were at the beginning of January. We're already up. I mean, you can see 142%. That's if we put all your money in every trade. I would never expect anyone to do that. But let's just say 10% was in each trade. You're almost up 15% on the year. So in 2 months, I mean, think about what you're projected out to do if you do 15% every 2 months. I mean, just imagine compounding that too, what it'll end up being. It'll be over 100% if you compound it, for sure. Even at that rate, it's close to 100% without compounding. So really incredible, folks. So again, get involved. Go see the track record here. This is where it is. And again, just click on Research Center here. You go to the Research Center page, and there's your 7-day free trial where you can just straight up subscribe and have the balls to do that and just make money with us. But as I always say, generally people do the 7-day free trial, and in 1 or 2 trades, they pay for the whole entire year. I mean, it's just that simple. All right. Enjoy, folks. Come join us at inthemoneystocks.com. That's inthemoneystocks.com. We'll see you soon.